Hey guys! Today I have this makeup tutorial to share with you. I did a matte gray-brown smoky eye on the eyes, and then on the lips, the star of the show and the inspiration for this whole look is the OFRA with Kathleen light, her collab on the liquid lipstick in Miami Fever. So I really loved how this look turned out, perfect for daytime, or if you want to amp it up at nighttime, go a little deeper with the colors, maybe add some black liner and some falsies and you're all set. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just stay tuned. As always, I'm priming my eyes to start the look with my beloved MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And then I'm going to go in with Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Ivory. And I'm just placing that all over the eye area to set the primer in place. I believe I'm using all Bobbi Brown shadows, but use whatever you have that's similar, of course. Now I'm taking Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Toast, which is just a perfect little bit warm peachy brown color, mid-tone brown, and I'm just throwing that in the crease and then taking it down on the lid a little bit once some of that product is already deposited into the crease. And then I'm blending. You'll notice that I'll be blending up a storm in this video. It's all about blending, in my opinion, for a darker smoky eye. And next I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Taupe, which is a mid-tone, neutrally, almost a little bit cool brown. You can tell it's a little bit more cool tone than the Toast color that we used first. And I'm taking more of a precise crease brush and I'm laying that down right in my natural crease and then faking it and taking it and rhyming and just going a little bit higher than my natural crease color to fake a larger eyelid space. And then I'm just taking that down on my outer V ever so slightly there. And then we are blending. Light, medium pressure, small circular motions will do the trick. Next, I'm going in with Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in Camel, and I'm taking on a more of a tapered brush there. That one is also by Morphe Brushes. Of course, I have them always listed and linked down below for you. And I'm placing this a little bit above my natural crease because I really just want a nice, warm transition crease color to peek out under the cool tone lid color that we're going to do here later. And then I'm blending. I always lay down color and blend, lay down color and blend. And that's the key to getting a seamless as possible smoky eye. Next, I'm going in with Bobbi Brown Gray eyeshadow. And I'm taking that in the crease first, and you can see how beautiful that dimension is from layering all the different shades of brown and gray. And it's just so beautiful when you take the time and layer them like that. And so I'm just taking that in the crease and then down on the lid a little bit. We will go in and intensify the gray on the lid here in just a moment. Just taking my time, blending it out and blending it out again with a clean blending brush. I believe that one is the Morphe. I believe it's just called the round blender. And then just taking a clean cotton swab here and just cleaning up where I colored outside of the lines. Now going back with a Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in gray and my favorite Holy Grail shader brush, MAC 242. I'm just putting that down on the lid from the lash line all the way up to right above my natural crease, as you can see. And the trick with the lid color here for this kind of look is just to pretend like you're tracing a mushroom or drawing a mushroom, and that's just going to give you the most flattering eyeshadow look you can get. And then sticking with that gray color, I'm going back in and just building up the intensity of that gray, like I just said, gray color in the crease. And then for a little bit of liner that's not too harsh or dark, this is the Stella Cushion Gel Eyeliner in the shade Smoky Quartz Caviar, I think. And it's just a charcoaly silver color. And then I'm going in with the Falsies by Maybelline Push-Up Mascara. And I believe this was the first time that I used it. And you can see it did a really nice job. And then for makeup prep, I am just priming. Well, I'm actually just prepping and moisturizing my dry skin here with the Soak It Up by Pure Minerals, which I love it. It really does soak up any dry crusted patches. And then you guys know I can't do my concealer without prepping my under eye area with my Bobbi Brown Hydrating Extra Repair Eye Cream. I'll have the exact one listed below. And then I'm going in with the NYX, I don't know why I said that so weird, the NYX HD Primer. And this was the first time I used it, and it looks like I put on too much, but it did actually blend in really easily, and it was perfect. So a little bit mattifying, not my favorite for dry skin, but it works. And then Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I have the shade Ivory. Now, if you guys watched my monthly favorites, this was actually a fail. in that video because it just doesn't sit the best on my dry skin. It looks beautiful, like the finish is beautiful. It looks really nice on camera, but it just leaves a little bit of dry flakiness, you know, dry patches on my skin. I still need to fuss around with it some more and try it with mixing it with another dewy foundation or something like that, but yeah, there's my little review. And then I have the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. So I'm just putting that under the eye to conceal, and then I'm also going to highlight and conceal a little bit more with the Maybelline, I think it's called the Dream Lumi Highlighting Concealer in one, and this is in the shade Ivory. And so I'm just packing that on under my eyes because welcome to allergy season for any of my allergy sufferers out there. So, and then I just decided to take what was left on the brush and just highlight on there, even though it's not that much lighter than my fair vampire skin, so it's not going to be super harsh or noticeable, but I just decided I wanted to be fancy and I wanted to do it like other gurus do it, like other makeup people do it, so I'm highlighting. And then you'll notice that I am blending that out with a damp beauty blender, and then I'm going back in just to the inner tear ducts of the eye and hitting that again with the Dream Lumi Highlighting Concealer just to brighten up in that area. Now I'm going to be setting everything. Well, right now I'm going to be setting my under eye area using the Laura Mercier translucent, I think it's called the Secret Eye Brightening Powder. Love it. So good. Holy grail. And I'm just swirling that under the eye area. And I am taking the warmth of my finger to help blend in the concealer that might have already creased before I got a chance to set it. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder with a natural, just a regular fluffy powder brush by Delia Tools. And then I did my brows, and I'm going back in to finish up the lower lash line, taking the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in taupe, and I'm just smoking that out under the entire lash line. Just really smoking it out. You can really build that up as much or as little as you want. And then going in with gray and a flat definer brush, I'm just pushing that into the actual roots of my lower lash line to give it a more defined, a little bit more smoky look. Okay, so now I'm going in with gray once again. And you'll see that brush that I'm using. That one is the Shader Lid from Sigma Performance Collection. Any brush that's long and skinny like that, like a shader brush, will do it. So after you do concealer and all that kind of stuff, if you do your eyes first and then do your concealer, some of the intensity can wear off on the lid. So this is just going in and touching up the color and the intensity on the lid. A lip brush, any lip brush, is usually a similar shape to that brush and it will work perfect. And then I'm just taking the same gray color and just blending out in the crease once again. And then I'm just blending really slightly or lightly around any harsh lines. Just make sure you blend it out. I'm actually smoking out the under eye area as well because we want that more like smoky, soft, gray, brown, smoky eye look. And then I'm taking my Aqua Eyes by Makeup Forever. This is in 2L. It's just a brown color, and just working that into the roots of my lashes. And then I am going to tightline with that on my upper tightline. To finish up the lower lash line, I am taking my MAC Giga Black Lash Mascara. It's my holy grail favorite for the lower lash line. And then I'm taking two Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I have Ice Queen and White Lies. One is matte and one is a little bit of a shimmer. And just the two mixed together is just the most beautiful highlight. So I'm just highlighting my brow bone, cleaning up on the outer edge there. And then I'm going to hit that also on the inner corner and just kind of brighten up the inner parts of the eye, as you can see here. I love to take that color and just kind of clean up on the outer part of the eye there. I just think it really gives the eye a nice lifted, clean look. And if you guys don't know, I love using an angled shadow brush for the inner corner or the highlighting work. It just fits so perfect in that little part of the eye. And that one is by Sedona Lace. And here is an oldie but goodie, my NARS Laguna bronzer. I love it. And then this is the Makeup Geek, I believe it's called the Chiseled Cheek brush. And I'm just laying down a somewhat harsh contour with that Laguna bronzer color, but we'll blend it out in a little bit. And yeah, I love Laguna bronzer for bronzing and contouring. Even though it's in like a neutrally warm bronzer, it just looks so perfect on fair skin for bronzer and contour. So I am just contouring the jawline and then the cheeks a little bit there, and then I will go in and blend out with a bronzer brush, and then also add more bronzer to the high points, the 3E of my face where the sun would naturally hit, and working that right up into the hairline, so you don't want a white line between your pale skin and your bronzer and your hair. Love that color, so pretty. And then an oldie but goodie too, the Charlotte Tilbury blush in First Love. It's just a neutrally blush. It's so pretty. Because we're doing kind of a bold lip, I want to keep the cheeks very, very neutral. And now I'm going to line the lips. I'm using my NYX Slim Pencil in the shade 1000 Years. Now that color was limited edition, but I got mine on Amazon and I'm pretty sure it's still available. So like everything else, it'll be listed and linked below. And now the star of the show, the muse of the tutorial, Kathleen Lights with OFRA liquid lipstick in Miami Fever. So I'm just popping that on. Now Miami Fever is currently out of stock, but they are bringing it back towards the end of October, so I will list the information below. And then I'm just cleaning up with the powder foundation around the lip line to just make them more precise with the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation in Fair. For highlight, I'm going in with the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Golden Lights. And that little brush, I actually really like it for highlight. It's pretty nice. And I'm just highlighting the high points of the face, above the brows, and on my Cupid's bow, which I accidentally put too much on. So I just blended that out. That completes this look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will recreate it. If you guys have Miami Fever, let me know. And like I mentioned earlier, I will link or list the information about when it will be back in stock down below. I also have the 40% off discount code that is Kathleen's code, so 40% off your OFRA order. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!